Actually, I might.
Hi, folks. I'm Jamie Hiles.
I'm Lydia Judy.
I'm Derek Lemaster.
And this is Scream Bloody Movies, the podcast where we review a horror movie each week. And guys, tonight we've got to get serious. We're not going to be monkeying around. How are you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
pretty good.
Pretty terrible.
Good.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
Lydia's
having
had
some
a
bad
day.
luck. We all have those days. Imagine having the day that our protagonists have in the film that we're about to watch.
The life.
The life, exactly, not a day. So we, of course, are taking an early step out of Stinker King Timber, and we are doing a Stephen King adaptation, loose adaptation with Osgood Perkins, The Monkey. So we've got a lot to talk about with this one. So, Derek or Lydia, you picked this. You had seen this before, right?
Yes.
So this was your second watch?
Yep.
Cool. And so, when did you first watch it? Did you see it in the theaters or anything?
No, I think me and Jake just watched it this past summer. I can't remember like what month it came out specifically, but I think we watched it over the summer. And
It came out in February of last year.
Oh, February. Okay, yeah. So I
Yeah.
waited a couple months and saw it on Hulu, I think. Just scrolling through looking for a good movie to watch, and Jake I think picked this one, and I was like, all right, we can watch that. That's fine. And then,
Yeah.
I was like, we are going to have to do that on the podcast one of these days.
Yes. And that day is today. Derek, you hadn't seen this, right?
I didn't even know this movie existed. I'll be honest with you. And when you brought it up, Lydia, I was like, oh, yeah, that movie from like the 80s.
Derek thought that this movie was actually, he got it confused for two different movies. He got it confused with George A. Romero's Monkey Shines.
Mm-hmm.
And he also got it confused with Magic, the Anthony Hopkins ventriloquist dummy movie.
Derek just has one folder in his brain for that type of movie.
He's like, he thought this movie was Child's Play the entire time. No. He's like, is that the one with the doll?
To be fair, Monkey Shines, like the cover, very similar.
Yeah. It is. Monkey Shines is pretty cool. It's a good one. We'll have to do that sometime. We have a lot of Romero that we've got to cover. But yeah, this is my first watch of this movie too. I did know about it. I knew it existed. I was following it when it came out. I wanted to go see it. I just never got around to seeing it. When it came out on streaming, it was one I never had. I just didn't have time when you have a toddler and you're trying to make a movie and you're trying to do this. And you're writing another short. I just couldn't find the time to stick it in. So as soon as you said, hey, let's do The Monkey, I was like, Osgood Perkins. I know about this. This is the second Osgood Perkins movie we've done on the pod. Hi, there's some good old balloons. That's a celebration of you, Osgood Perkins. The first was, of course, Longlegs. And you can't get...
Still nothing.
Didn't work for you. You can't get two different types of horror movie than Longlegs and The Monkey, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We're getting all the colors of Osgood Perkins. So this, of course, like we said, is an adaptation of a Stephen King short story from 1980, I believe. It is in the collection of short stories. Let me find out. I need to remember exactly. 1980 short story. It is in print, I think, in Skeleton Crew. Yep. It was in the 1980. You can find it now. It's in the collection, the 1985 collection of the Skeleton Crew, which is a collection of short stories. I've never read The Monkey, so I didn't come in with any preconceived notions. I just knew the basic premise that there was a monkey that essentially killed people. It was a toy monkey. I really didn't know much about the plot, just what I saw in some teaser trailers. So this movie was literally me coming in fresh. And basically, as soon as it starts, you know what kind of movie it is. And Lydia, I mean, you picked this movie knowing that we were going to watch this,
Yeah.
right? And how did you think I was going to react to this opening scene?
Well, I was hoping that you would love it.
So, you know me.
Mhm.
And this opening scene happens. First of all, Adam Scott just shows up. And I'm like,
Mhm.
that's fucking Adam Scott. What's he doing here?
Yep.
And it looks great. It's shot great, this opening scene. And then the freaking, the monkey's there. It's building the tension. It's funny. And then this fucking, the arrow goes through and then it pulls out his intestines. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in.
It's just
How
like
about you, Derek?
such a comic moment
Oh, it's so good.
for how
No,
gross and
yeah, it
scary.
was out of the gate. It telegraphed, hey, this is the type of movie it's gonna be, and it was kind of comical. So it was just like, okay,
Yep,
this is
he sets
setting the
the
mood.
tone.
Yeah.
Sets the tone immediately. So you're like, okay,
Yep.
so we're allowed to laugh at this absurdity and we're allowed to have fun. This is not a movie that's there to like disturb you to your core. This is a a roller coaster ride. We're going to have fun. And that's what this movie is. It's just it takes some swings. It is a Stephen King style movie for sure in structure.
Mhm.
The fact that we have a voiceover talking about when they were kids and we meet two brothers as kids dealing with the trauma, all that is Stephen King shit. You know what I mean? Stephen
Yeah.
King style shit. Except instead of it being like incredibly like moving and touching like Stand By Me or The Body was, right? Or
Mhm.
being like, the kind of camaraderie and nostalgia fueled that it is, we get like just the most absurd shit. But before we get into some of this stuff, I do want to. We'll talk about We'll talk about these kills because they're all really good, and we'll talk about these moments that make us laugh. But the actors in this movie are really good, and there's some pretty famous cameos in this thing. Talked about Adam Scott, Sarah Levy from Schitt's Creek is in this as well. Did you guys catch her?
Which one is that?
She plays the Aunt Ida.
Okay. Yeah, I really liked her character.
Yes, she is the waitress on Schitt's Creek. She's Eugene and Levy's daughter and Dan Levy's sister.
Okay.
Yeah, in real life. But she plays the waitress, Twyla, in Schitt's Creek, which if you haven't watched Schitt's Creek, it's fucking amazing. It's R.I.P. to the great Catherine O'Hara, by the way. She just passed away, and she is phenomenal and an amazing talent, so I want to put that out there. But she's in there, and dude, Osgood Perkins, by the way, it plays Uncle Chip.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Uncle Chip, as soon as he popped on screen, I thought was fucking hilarious. As soon as I saw this guy with his fucking sideburns and his 70s glasses, this takes place in 1999, by the way.
1999, yeah. And we meet him after the mom dies, right?
Yeah, after all of that stuff, yeah.
So, yeah, and he's like, they're going to adopt him. And he's like, he says something along the lines of, yeah, we're not going to do a great job, probably.
Yeah, basically he said, we're gonna try our best to take care of you, but it's probably not gonna be very good.
Yeah.
He sits down with him to have like a heart-to-heart. He's drinking a beer. So the first like third of this movie is like a flashback. It's our main character kind of reminiscing about his childhood, Hal. And he's kind of telling us, hey, I have a twin brother named Bill. Bill's kind of a fuckwad, which he is, by the way. Bill sucks.
Dude, his brother, my God.
And dude, especially when they're adults, we'll talk about it because it's fucking hilarious. But so we get that like kind of dynamic between them, and then we get we meet their father at the very beginning of the movie. We find out that is, you know, the dad, Petey, which is also the name of his son. Is also Petey. But we find out, oh shit, this is what's going on. And then the monkey appears, right? And then he turns the key, and then the mayhem pretty much starts. What you guys think of the hibachi scene with the babysitter?
It was
It's so
really
silly.
unexpected, and man, the fact that it falls on the grill and starts cooking kind of was just
Yeah,
like, this is great.
Sizzling.
I was
dude,
in it, man.
it's so funny because like we see him turn the key, and then you're like, so me not knowing where this movie's going to go at all, me not knowing that there's going to be adult versions of these people. For all I know, the whole movie is going to be, and we don't know how the rules work yet either. So when she takes him or they go to the hibachi, and the monkey's in there with him, I'm like, oh, okay. So is this going to be a thing where they're on this adventure with the babysitter? You know what I mean? And then maybe some crap happens. But then as soon as they're in the hibachi, I was like, oh, that babysitter's going to die, but I don't know how. And then like they're flirting, and then he does like the and she's just kind of staring there. Then you see it start to appear. I was like, oh no. The sizzle is so funny.
Yeah, the fact that the twin brother, what were their names? I forget their names.
Hal and Bill.
Hal and Bill. And Bill
Hal's
is the
the one with the glasses. Bill is the fuckwad.
Okay, yeah. Bill is just in love with the babysitter and
Yeah.
like is such a little pervert, it seems like, you know.
Yes.
But he's just like they get in the car and she's like, all right, remember to keep your hands to yourselves and whatever she says, and he's just like, I'll try, but I'm just a man.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh, oh, Bill, you know. Like,
Bill, you
like
little
this
weirdo.
kid gets away with way too much.
Dude, yeah, he does, because he's like constantly bullying his brother this whole time with a group of girls, by the way. He and these fucking mean girls just bully the shit out of poor Hal. Like, you know, the bit where the monkey starts appearing with him, they're making fun of him. They take his pants, they make fun of the monkey. Their mom is great.
She is.
Their mom is great, Lois.
You think she was great?
Well, yeah,
She was
actress.
The actress.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
the
she's
actress is great,
phenomenal.
but like the mom,
Yeah,
I would choose maybe a more sensitive mom.
She's
I
dealing with
I
some
like
shit. She's dealing
Yeah,
with.
I kind of liked her relationship with the kids. I mean, she's doing, she's a single mother. She's doing this kind of stuff. And then she's kind of just like, hey, look, guys, people die. Things go wrong. So how about instead of just, worrying about it, let's just fucking go dance. Let's live life. It's kind of a beautiful philosophy.
I mean, that's not exactly how I took it, though. Mom was crazy.
She's rough around the edges for sure, but she is a single mom. Their dad ran out, so I'm assuming he died.
Well, yeah, he died from the monkey, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Or he's on the run, or he's doing exactly what Hal did. Just left.
Yeah, we never saw him die, so.
No.
But so she's, at that car scene where she's just like, life sucks, but hey, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
That's where she says, let's go dance, right?
No, it's when they're sitting on the bench together, eating their ice creams.
Yeah, after the funeral of the babysitter, which was also unhinged
hilarious
and terrible.
It's so funny when she's like, how's the head on?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The guy giving the eulogy, man, he was...
That guy is so funny.
So funny. Agreed. Hey, look, guys, if I die, I want you to start a GoFundMe and get that guy to do my eulogy.
We'll have Osgood Perkins write it for you.
Yeah.
And have that guy deliver it.
I feel like that's how Derek would deliver a eulogy. It's just like,
yeah,
everything happens for a reason, I guess.
Sometimes shit,
like
it happens.
Head.
Oh, head. So yeah, that bit's. I mean, when she dies, when the mom dies, it's pretty uh wild because she has like basically an aneurysm. Her fucking she just gushes blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then Hal knows that he's the one that did it because he wants Bill to die because Bill was like a piece of shit to him the whole time. And
Mm-hmm.
so they throw the monkey in, and then we get the time jump, which is like I said, I didn't know that was going to be a thing. And we're introduced to our real lead character, which is still Hal, but now played by Theo James. But first, the actors that played the young Hal and Bill, the actor that played him, Christian Convery, did great, right? Super funny.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
sure.
But
It was
Theo
just one
James
kid.
does, Mhm. And it's just one guy that plays the adult Hal as well, Theo
Right.
James, and
I
he's great,
figured
by the
that,
way.
but I figured they would have cast like twins,
No,
young twins. I did not realize that was the same boy.
yeah, it's the same actor, just doing two different
That
things.
wig worked on me.
Yeah, did a good job. Um, Theo James as Hal. What do you guys think of adult Hal? And I think his performance is great
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I thought he did really well.
because he plays dual roles as an adult as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both pretty
And
Agreed.
convincing also, if I
dude,
can say.
I've got to say, I think his voice is awesome.
I was gonna say that too.
He's got such a fucking badass voice when he's
He's got a
doing
great
like the
voice.
voiceover stuff when he's like
Yeah.
telling the story, especially when he's telling it as Bill, and it's kind of like more, a little meaner when he's telling
Yeah.
it. And I'm like, man, this guy would fucking be a great Max Payne or something. Like his voice
Yeah.
is killer for that role.
Yeah.
Um, but
I totally agree. I was gonna say the same thing. That's a good
yep,
point to bring up. His voice work was phenomenal.
yeah, awesome. Uh, guys, let's talk about gonna run down some of these kills. Uncle Chip's death is fucking super funny because he said, because it said, we'll turn the key and see if anybody that we know dies, and then we just get a hard cut to fucking Uncle Chip's fucking
Yes,
his casket.
cut.
The picture
That
is
hard cut
so
got me
funny.
both times that I watched this
It's
movie.
so funny. And then he said he got trampled by like 100 wild horses on a camping trip.
While he was in a sleeping bag.
And they said that they had to
Oh.
pour him out.
The fact
Yep.
that it showed that too is like so nice.
Yeah, yeah. And then Aunt Ida's death is fucking insane, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where when her head catches on fire, or she
All
falls
of it.
into the
She
lures.
falls into the hooks. She falls into the hooks.
Or the
Yep.
sign.
And then catches her face on fire. Her whole head is on fire. And then she
Yeah.
impales her head on the for sale sign. I was like, what just happened?
That's some Final Destination stuff right there.
It is. It's so over the top and absurd. I was all about it.
Did the pause get you? Like when it pauses right on her face hitting that sign?
Oh,
What did she
it
step
made me
in?
laugh.
A
Freeze
milk?
frame?
It looked like she stepped in
Yeah.
a milk bucket.
She smokes in like a jug. Yeah, yeah. And so she's peg legging with her face on fire.
I think it was like, it looked like it had like a card, like a sympathy card
Yeah,
on it
yeah,
with flowers. Like it was like a little decorative thing. But yeah, she totally
Yeah.
steps right in it and it messes her all up. She was
I
already
like
messed
how
up,
in
though,
her
to be fair.
bedroom she has a that same picture of Chip, Uncle Chip.
Yeah. That's a good picture.
Yeah, so that's where our story kicks off, and Hal meets his son, who is great, played by Colin O'Brien. And then also Elijah Wood plays the stepdad for a scene, and he's fucking hilarious too.
He is, for sure.
I took your power. I didn't tell you could do that. He's so stupid. They're going to take custody of the kid. So because he only sees him once a year because of the monkey. He's afraid that it's going to come back. He doesn't want the kid to die, so he keeps him at arm's length to protect him. and in the course of doing this becomes like a deadbeat dad. His boss, Hal's boss, by the way, the fact that Hal works at this fucking convenience store or whatever, and his boss is like younger than him, and he's this fucking vaping dude that just constantly says that things suck is so fucking funny. That sucks. That
He's
sucks.
He's like, oh, you have a son? That sucks. Or something
Yeah.
like that. And then he's like, yeah, I only see him once a year. Oh, you only see him once a year?
Oh,
that sucks.
That sucks. Yeah,
It's
so
like those
funny.
things both could probably suck in a way to that guy. You know?
Everything this dude sucks. It's so funny. And then his death is really funny when he dies. Like he swallows his vape and it's in his mouth, in his throat, and he says, that sucks, and then dies. That's good stuff.
It's fun.
But fucking, by the way, I didn't expect old Corey Cunningham's ass to pop up in this thing. But there he was, wearing a wig. Fucking old Corey Cunningham himself.
Oh, yeah.
That's Thrasher,
Yeah.
the skateboard kid. It's Rowan Campbell, who plays, the horrible Corey Cunningham in the dreadful Halloween Ends. But he's fun in this. His character is so stupid. Like, just a pointless character as well. And the monkey makes him think of his deadbeat dad.
Oh,
for
is that
some
who that
reason.
kid was? That guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He plays, that's the actor that played Corey Cunningham.
Okay.
And, dude. So it starts to get wild after this, once the monkey is found, because we get these deaths, they do get very Final Destination-y, but just more extreme. Like the swimming pool death, because you think it's going to be Hal. You think it's coming for Hal. And then when it electrocutes that swimming pool and she hits it and her fucking body explodes and her leg flies at him. Wild.
This was my favorite death.
It's so fucking goofy.
As soon as she touches the water, her entire body explodes so hard.
Derek, you're muted, by the way, buddy, if you're trying to talk. This whole time. Derek's like...
I was just saying, yeah. She definitely vaporized.
Her leg flies at him.
How much electricity was running through?
The fact that he goes back to his room, he's covered in like some blood, and he grabs the pillow, yells into it. Because, Bill just called him. He just got a conversation with Bill. And so, for the first time in a long time, decades, and he screams into the pillow, and it's really funny. And then the realtor's death in the house is
shotgun.
Also a shotgun is a great one too. Because we see it we see the stuff, we're ready for it. I love that he does. I love that Petey knows nothing about his dad's family. And so he walks in and sees the picture of him and goes, they're fucking twins? Because he told him, when he found out he had a brother just before they go into the house. And then in the house, he says, he's a fucking twin?
Yeah.
And then the shotgun blast happens and he's like, Dad's everything okay? Yeah. Everything's fine. Covered in blood.
Didn't he have a finger, like a part of a finger in his mouth?
In his mouth. Yeah. He pulled it out. Yeah.
He's like...
And then this is where we get our twist. Because we finally, Bill calls him. He talks to Bill. And then Bill calls extensively to check up on him. And then we find out that, because he pieces it together, he finds Mr. Monkey. Or Miss Monkey in the thing. He calls it and realizes that he's been canvassing for the monkey. And pieces together, oh my God, he has it. He's been trying to do that. We do his flashback to him basically being like a loser his whole life, essentially. And just losing his mind, basically. Just fucking losing his ever-loving mind. Yeah. And, being like, the fact that he went back down for the key and he kept the key because he went for the monkey because now he has vengeance in his heart for Bill because he's the one that turned the key to kill the mom, and that's how the mom died, and all of this stuff. And then he goes so fucking wild and crazy that he fucking makes a new funeral suit out of his old one. What do you guys think of this?
That was beautiful. It was a beautiful tie back to a conversation that they had, I think, after their mom died.
Yeah.
But yeah, him in that damn suit, dude, it got me. And that haircut.
The haircut in the suit, it's so fucking goofy, right?
It
He's
is
so
goofy.
just gonzo. I
Yeah.
saw that, and then I was like, oh, he's like a fucking arch villain. This feels like a fucking, I didn't know how to put what quite to put my finger on it, but I was like, I like this. This is so fucking out there. And he's wearing like, this, the suit is like only comes up to here. It's just like, what is going on?
It's got like the flames, like the flaming, like button up shirt.
Yes. The whole flashback is funny and weird and disturbing. And then, we find out that he's just fucked in the head. He's got like his fucking whole like headquarters, and he's got the monkey like up on a shrine essentially. And he's like, I've got to find, he won't do what I'm wanting him to do. And then, so he keeps trying to turn the key to kill Bill. But he can't say it because
That would have been
if
a
he
good
says
name
it
for
won't
this
happen.
movie.
Yeah. It would have been
Kill
a good
Bill.
one. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that one's taken.
Oh, dang it.
Dang it. But the guys, when we get the going into the end game where old Thrasher decides that he wants the monkey back and he won't give it to him, and he decides, oh, I'm gonna make Petey turn the key because then that'll kill Bill, and it'll also be disturbing if it does because he'll kill his own dad because Bill killed his own mom, so maybe that's how it works, blah blah blah. And then freaking Thrasher gets his dad's terrible cop uniform that doesn't fit him, just puts that on with a hat, and shows up at their hotel room and takes him he's like, "Police man, open up!" And he opens the door, like he looks out the peephole and sees him. It makes me laugh so. I was like, "What are you doing?" But this guy really wants that monkey, man. He really wants the monkey. So, what do you guys think of his death? The old beehive.
Oh, yeah. It was like a hornet's nest in a tree.
Yeah.
I thought this one was
Yeah.
the most outrageous somehow.
Yeah, the goofiest. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is like, a little cartoony.
Yeah.
It is the goofiest, but that's probably. I'd rather like get vaporized instantly. Maybe the shotgun wouldn't be great, but his is pretty terrible because he just has a
Yeah.
bunch of bees go down into his body and then start climbing
Yeah.
out of his face.
I would not
Yeah, it's
want
pretty
that.
bad.
I don't
Yep.
even know
Yeah.
how that was possible.
I don't
It's
either.
not.
Out his whole face, like, and then his jaw, like, kind of like falls apart a little bit, and wasps are like climbing everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
man,
So
what are you
Petey
gonna do,
turns the
Lydia?
key and causes this.
I think if
Petey
one
turns the
wasp
key.
touched me, I would die. So
Yeah, wouldn't be great. But the that, so then he's like, well, why don't you just turn it again, huh? And he's like, no. He's like, it's like instantly, it's like, you're really creepy. You're being really weird, Uncle Bill. It's like you're setting off a bunch of red flags.
And not that his dad was or is the best like role model or like influence in his life, but he told him right before he walked in there, "Hey, don't turn the key."
Yeah, but in his defense, he's thinking that he's
Crazy?
crazy. Yeah, thinking he's
That's
crazy.
also true.
Because he's like, all of this over a fucking monkey? Like, I don't understand. You abandoned me for a monkey. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. And then, of course, Bill gives him the backstory that, your uncle or your dad, your grandpa was a PD as well. Was from my dad, this is a sentimental gift or whatever. So What do you guys think of this like ending where freaking he just loses it? Bill loses it and is fighting the monkey, twisted, spins the keys like, give it to me, kill him, blah, blah, blah. And then the monkey throws him across the room. And then we get like, the monkey goes ape shit. And then like the whole town just fucking starts getting killed off.
Yeah, falls apart. And
Yeah.
literally is ushers in death on a pale horse.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Just
fucking we get the airplane, the airplane crash and people just falling through the ceiling and shit.
Yeah, it's
And then you look
biblical,
out.
literally.
Did you catch that about the wedding,
Yes,
wedding skydiving?
Skydiving. Yeah, they do weddings. Yeah, apparently they do weddings, and then the bride drops down. Yeah, it's a good joke. A really good joke. We also get a couple of funny deaths earlier in the movie when the real estate agent is talking about like the deaths that have occurred. She's like, and then this person died, and like the one dude's head was ran over with like a lawnmower and shit. And what was one of the other ones?
The one was like a cobra at like a golf course or something.
Yeah, and cobras aren't even in Maine. I didn't. You sent except the one. She goes, how many cobras are in Maine?
Like, yeah, well, there was the one.
There was the one.
Well, there's at least one cobra in Maine.
Yeah,
that we know of.
Yeah, the people fucking falling through the ceilings and shit is pretty funny, right?
Yeah,
like that all that shit's crazy, and you see all the mayhem that he's causing, and his arm's still up, so he's not done. And then we get like this whole, heart-to-heart scene between, Hal and Bill. And like they said, the way it's shot, the way it's set up, I was expecting Hal to die. Really, I was like, oh, they're gonna fucking take him out right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something. But they set it up, and then, he's like, that was my mom too. Oh, yeah. I guess I never saw it that way. It's like, what are you talking about?
Like, yeah, I guess because we're twins and all.
Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
It must have been a lot of guilt that you held for all those years.
And then when he reaches his hand out to him, and he does it
like 3 times.
Yeah.
Can't resist.
Yeah, because he's such a fucking loser. He's such a loser. And then he's like, oh, you're going to take a family trip together? That's nice. And he's like, yeah, well, hey, won't you come along with us? Then the fucking monkey slams its hand down, and a fucking bowling ball falls into a cannon that was there inexplicably and blows his fucking head off with Lois's bowling ball that he
which is
threatened to drop on his head earlier.
That was a great callback. I loved that.
Yeah.
That was like
great.
Yeah.
The fact that his head just like is smashed into, like he's just decapitated standing there and his head's smashed into the wall. It's pretty good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you guys think of that ending?
Going out myself, actually.
What do you guys think of that whole end scene there before we get to the ending?
It was chaos, but it was so much fun. I love how he like tried to crawl through the fucking doggy door.
Yeah.
Initially to get in there. Because he's gonna fit. He's
a
grown-ass man fitting through the doggy door. But yeah, it was great. And I had liked the fact that it was kind of touching that they were able to reconcile there at the end, but yeah, man. Did a lot of bad in this world.
Yeah. What do you think, Lydia?
Yeah. I like that part.
Sorry, I don't have
much to say. I think it's interesting that you weren't sure if Hal was going to die at this point or not, because this is my second watch. So I think I probably felt that way on the first watch, and then on this one I just didn't even think of it because I knew what was going to happen.
And it wasn't like I was like, oh, this is definitely what's going to... Like, I just had an inkling that, like, it could go this way.
Like,
because
this movie's kind of unpredictable.
Yeah, because of the unpredictable nature, and it would have been like you could have easily had him die, and then Bill have to be there with the kid and live with all that, which
Yeah.
wouldn't have been as good of a story. That's not the. I mean, the story is if you get deeply into it, it's about overcoming your trauma and your grief because he's afraid of passing that trauma and grief on to his kid.
Yeah.
So instead, it's about embracing that trauma and grief and moving through it and learning to dance, right? Learning to
Mhm.
dance through it. That's kind of the mission statement that we
Mhm.
get at the very end of this movie when he, they see, like you said, alluded to earlier, Derek, they actually see death on a white horse walk by, and he acknowledges him and he walks on through. It's him accepting that death. You can't. You know what I mean? You can't stop it. It's like death is here. Uh, all of us are going to die at some point. Let's make the best of our time here, and let's learn to dance. Right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Death looks like he was really judging him, by the way. He was
He,
like
he
"What
knows,
have you
Lydia.
done?"
He knows he was involved in this shit
Yeah,
And
he
somehow.
I mean
must have.
that's also the part about keeping the monkey. That instead of passing it on, we're going to keep the monkey and we're going to watch it and make sure that you know what I mean. So
Mhm.
they're
Mhm.
now that's their that's that's who they are. They have to hold
Mhm.
on to this kind of grief and stuff. That's more like philosophical
I'd put that
Yeah.
thing in
look
a
at this
fucking
extremely fun, goofy movie. But
Yeah.
one thing I want to touch on here too, before I get into some more technical stuff that we'll dig into, is I love the fact that that there is a bus full of cheerleaders sticking their heads out of the window and they get fucking wrecked by an oncoming truck. That's so funny.
Yep.
These are the cheerleaders of death because they're cheering outside when the aunt is getting taken out of the house. They're like,
Yeah.
"They got the body," and the cheerleaders are, like,
Woo!
going
Yeah.
crazy.
It's so funny
It
because
is
it's
so
like this
funny.
shot, we see uh Hal and Petey drive off, and then the bus comes, woo, and
Yeah.
then just comes, and you just see you see the explosion of blood, and you just see them all dangling. It's
Like
so funny.
yeah, and, like, heads, like, rolling on the road and stuff.
Yeah, so funny.
It's very fun. And the
uh,
stroller, the woman pushing the stroller that's on fire, just
yeah,
screaming.
uh, yeah. There's just a lot of absurdity. The um, the cinematography of this movie, I think this movie looks great. Right?
Mhm. I
Mhm.
agree.
Yeah.
I love the look of it.
Especially,
Uh,
like, when you see the monkey, like, there's a really intense way that they are
hmm
filming that monkey because
The way they
especially
light
when
him,
it's, like
yeah.
when it's outside and you get that shot of, like, through the window into the darkness of the porch and your
Mm,
eyes are kinda, like, adjusting. That was so
hmm
beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, and the way they light him and stuff, and also just like the kind of neon colors that are
Mhm.
throughout, especially in Bill's lair and stuff. Like when we first see him in the thing, it's like I love the way that's shot and framed, and it just heightens the absurdity. It's great, and then the music is really good too.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I agree. This is very
Um,
good.
and of course, the direction I think is great. So Osgood Perkins, when he took this job, right, to write and direct this, they had a script already for they had the rights to this movie. They wanted him to do it. They had a script already, and it was a straight script. It was a serious script. It was more faithful to the story, and it was more serious, of consequences of this. And Osgood Perkins, to quote him, said, here's his actual quote from Wikipedia. He says, from Empire. He said, I took liberties like a motherfucker. They had a very serious script, very serious. I felt it was too serious, and I told them, this doesn't work for me. The thing with this toy monkey is that people all around it die in insane ways. So I thought, well, I'm an expert on that. Both my parents died in insane headline making ways. I spent a lot of my life recovering from tragedy, feeling quite bad. It all seemed inherently unfair. You personalize the grief. Why is this happening to me? But I'm older now, and you realize that shit happens to everyone. Everyone dies, sometimes in their sleep, sometimes in truly insane ways, like I experienced. But everyone dies. And I thought, maybe the best way to approach that insane notion is with a smile. So that's the thesis of the movie, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
almost verbatim what she says. You're muted, Derek.
Yeah, I was gonna get to the part where I unmute myself, and then you called me out.
Oh.
I was almost there. Actually, that is. I'm glad you brought that up because I see this in a whole different light. Like this was. It sounds like kind of therapy for him. That's
Yeah.
poetic. That's that makes it even like more impactful. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yep. So, his mother died, um, in the American Airlines Flight 11. She was a passenger on Flight 11 and died in the September 11th attacks.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And his dad died of AIDS in 1992. So, he had, like he said, they died in these insane ways. So, yeah, it does. I mean, that makes like I said, that's the thesis of the movie is you just approach it with a smile, learn to dance, right?
Yep.
Face it with a grin, as they say.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished, because I had a blast watching this movie. It was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Cool. I'm glad.
So, guys, it's time to rate this movie. But before we do, we've got to do our favorite segment, and we've got to Atkinize this thing. Guys, who would Tom Atkins play in this movie? Not an awful
We
lot
should
of
make him
characters.
his dad. Their dad.
He could be the dad, or he could be Uncle Chip.
Could be Uncle
Yeah.
Chip. Yeah.
It's kind of would be it, though. I mean, 80s era Atkins. I don't know if he could pull off the kind of I mean, he could pull off anything, but I don't know if he could definitely be Hal or Bill. As far as I wouldn't want to place Theo James. I think he does a great job in this.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. And Elijah Wood's character is just like
Yeah,
fucking
he's
quirky
like,
as hell. I don't
yeah,
think he
he's
wouldn't play
literally
the
there for
same.
a scene. Dude, I 100% thought we were going to see him die.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought so too.
but we do not. He's just
It
still
would have
fucking.
been
He's just
funny
still
if
living over there, drinking his
yeah.
fucking energy drinks.
So was him and uh Hal's ex partner wife, were they married?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were that's why he was like going to adopt him and take custody from him, because they don't, and that way you could do your thing. But he learned that responsibility as well throughout the course of the film. All right, Lydia.
Yep.
What do you think? What are you going to give the monkey?
You want me to rate this first?
Yeah, we do this
Before
every
Derek?
week.
Before Derek?
I mean, you can have
Wait,
Derek
wait.
go first.
Did I actually slip into a different dimension where I rate all the movies first?
Oh, you're right. Derek
You've
usually
done
does
it
it
every
first.
single week for the last 5 years.
You guys are making
Derek.
me paranoid.
Derek, you go. 6 years. This is season 6.
Yeah. So, you added some really great context there at the end. I see this through a different lens. So yeah, this movie was fun. It was just fun. It was a bit gory, which like
What we do here. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it laid really well with the other elements of the movie because it had the comedy, it had great acting. I thought the actors did really well. Just pulled a Trump.
Oh my God, you did trump it up. Hello, Mr. President.
But this movie, I see how it was probably pretty therapeutic for the director, and I think it's really great sometimes when movies don't take themselves too seriously, and I don't think that this did, and I think that it was a better movie because of it. Um, I am going to, and I want to rate this movie higher. I
Rate
initially
whatever.
gave it a 7. I think I'm gonna change it to a 7.5 because it was a fun movie. I would watch this movie again. I will probably watch this movie around Halloween because it was a fun movie.
Yeah. What do you think, Lydia?
Yeah, I remembered about halfway through when I watched this movie because I watched this movie right after I was in a pretty rough car accident. And there is a line in this movie that really fucked me up for a while. And that is that like a large percentage of people's last words are "oh shit."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that was my last words before that car hit me. And that really messed me up. I did not like that. That was really scary. Um so I mean, and other than that though, this movie is really fun. It's gory, it's scary. Like there's something special about this movie. But um I think I'm going to give it an 8.5. I really like it. I think I obviously recommended it to you guys to watch.
Yeah. I yeah, I really, really like this movie. It started as soon as it started, the music cue hit. It was like that retro vibe, had like the all that stuff, and then that opening scene happened. I was like, okay, I think I'm good to go on this journey. And then I did. I liked, loved the movie. I'm gonna use the L word. I loved this movie. I thought it was great. I'm gonna give it an 8. This movie kind of knocked my socks off. I didn't expect it to be bad or anything, but I didn't expect it to be this good either. It's different than what I was expecting based off of Osgood Perkins' previous work. And he's always been a great filmmaker, a good filmmaker, but I've not always connected with his films. Like, I think this movie is way better than Longlegs.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's way better than Longlegs.
Yeah, I have to
Um,
agree. What did we give?
and
Can
it's
you look
just,
up Longlegs? What did we rate Longlegs?
Mm-hmm.
um, but yeah, I loved this movie. It's an 8 for me. I'm gonna buy it. It's gonna be in my rotation because it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of
Yeah.
fun. I don't know how
It's a
you
good one.
when it's time to reach for like Evil Dead style. I mean,
Yeah.
that kind of
Horror
tone. This
comedy.
this is for this. Yeah, horror comedies. I mean, obviously nothing's gonna reach the highs of Evil Dead 2. It's untouchable.
Yeah.
But this got into at least smelling some of the same air as Evil Dead 2.
Yeah. It's
You know,
like a tasty snack of a horror movie.
yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And it also has some heady themes in it. It has some personal themes to it for the filmmaker as well. And all of that's kind of disguised under this just gooey layer of fun in camp and jokes and gore and scares. It's just a lot of fun. Roller coaster ride. Derek, what did we give Longlegs?
Apparently, I didn't write it down. I didn't mark it down.
Oh, damn it.
I know. I'm gonna have
I
to
don't
go
think we gave it.
back.
I think we all kind of gave it into like the 6 area. I think because we're just kind of like, meh,
Yeah. Out of
because
like,
we were all let down by Longlegs. I feel like it wasn't what we were sold. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's kind of a wild movie. I didn't get it for
Yeah.
that or Amityville 3D, but I have it like
Well,
literally for all of the other movies.
Amityville 3D. I think we all gave fucking 3s and 4s because that movie sucks.
Yeah.
um, that one's in the toilet. Ah, man, if that rating was any lower, Congress would try to date it.
He ain't lying, folks. He ain't lying.
All right. So it's my pick, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So I've been thinking about this, and something Derek said kind of stuck with me, and made me think about what we should do next week. And I think it's time. I think it's time, guys. You mentioned monkey shines. We're not going to do a monkey double feature. We're not. Don't worry. But we are going to dig back into the catalog of a George A. Romero, and we are going to do the third installment in the Dead series with 1985's classic Day of the Dead.
Nice.
Now
Day
I
of
have
the
to see if that's
Dead.
streaming anywhere.
Oh gosh, probably not.
It is streaming on. It is on Peacock, Tubi, Pluto TV, Fubo. Lydia, it's on Fubo.
Oh my gosh.
Sling it. It's actually everywhere. Yeah. So Peacock, Pluto, Tubi, AMC Plus, YouTube. I own it, so I'm gonna watch the Blu-ray of it. But yeah, Day of the Dead. That's what we're watching next week. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, what I want you guys to do is comment down below your thoughts on the monkey. Like, do you guys agree with us? Do you love it as much as we do? Are we crazy to think that it's as good as it is? Let us know. Tell us what movies you want us to do in the future. If you have any crazy, splatter-filled, goofy horror movies you want us to do, let us know. Put them down below. We'll check them out, probably. Most likely. If it's really stupid, Derek will pick it. I can guarantee you. If it's really stupid, Derek will pick it. Be sure to stay tuned after this episode so you can click on the link for the opening scene to the feature that we are working on, Secret Admirer. You can follow along with the progress of that and the progress of the new short that we're working on, which I will reveal the title next week for. But you can follow us online at Facebook at HiLa Productions. You can follow us at HiLaProductions.com. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And until next week, for Derek Lemaster and Lydia Judy, I'm Jamie Hiles. Remember, if you're going to scream bloody movies.